If Monday's got you down, you've come to the right place. We're going to have some fun and save some money. Welcome to Ready, Budget, Game. Welcome back to Ready, Budget, Go. My name is Drew, and here on this channel we talk about household budgeting, saving money, and achieving our financial goals. So if any of those sound like something that you vibe with, please consider subscribing, hit the like button, and leave me a comment down below because I'd love to hear from you. We're getting into the games this week, and we're going to start off like we always do with Loteria. I was going to start with number 12, but Loteria is what I had out first. Number 12 is where we left off last week. That's the 12 face cards. So we'll do Loteria, and then we'll jump into the book and pick up at number 12. So I need to get the chips set up. Last week I didn't go into a deep explanation of the games, and I didn't get any comments from anybody saying that they missed that. So I am just going to do the same thing this week, except there's one new game, so I'll explain how that's played when we get there. But for now, got those set up. I don't probably need that many, but that's okay. So let me give these cards a shuffle. We're back in regular Loteria this week, so we'll do Millennial Loteria again next week. And I hope everybody's week is off to a good start. One more shuffle, and then a cut, and then let's deal and see what we get. All right, so we've got El Valiente, and I don't see him. El Alacran, nope. La Rosa, no. El Pino, no. El Gallo, nope. El Pescado, don't see that. El Musico, nope. El Bandolon, we do have, finally got one. El Negrito, we have him. El Tambor, no. El Barril, yes. La Botella, yep, and just like that, we need one more for a Loteria. El Caso, got that here. La Luna, no. La Escalera, we do have, so now La Serena will give us a Loteria, but we've got La Pera. El Arbol, no. La Chalupa, no. El Mundo, oops, I got two here, so no. And El Apache, no, we don't have that one either. La Araña, I don't see that. Oh, I do. It's right here. Okay. El Camarón, no. El Catrine, no. El Cotoro, yes. El Diablito, no. La Corona, no. El Borracho, yes, and we finally got a Loteria, diagonally this way. So that took quite a while, but it usually does. It usually takes about half the deck. So we've got $2, $3, $5, $7, $8, $9, $10 going into Loteria this week. So let me just cut these in here, give it one quick shuffle, and then I will put $10 into the Loteria envelope. We'll clear the card, and we'll move on. Okay. Put those out of the way, put the card over here, and let me grab the binder. Loteria is in envelope number 1, and we're going to put in $10. All right. So let's go to number 12, which is where we left off last week. I'll remove the clip. This is the 12 face cards. This is a challenge that is available on my Etsy shop. It is quite a big saver. It will take a significant amount of time to do all of these, just because there's 12 face cards in the deck, and each one has 12 stickers on it. So that makes 144 total scratchers. The amount you save is somewhere north of $2,000. I added it up at one point. It may be in the listing on Etsy. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. So these are numbered down here at the bottom if you want to select which one you want to play that way, or if you want to go in order. Or what I do is I just shuffle a deck of cards, and whatever face card comes up first, that's the one that we do. So let me get out the deck of cards, and I'm also going to get out some dice, which I didn't do earlier. I'll just get out a couple of D6. Actually, I'll get all 3 of these because we'll need those for Dice Aquarium later. Okay. So let's give these a shuffle. These are not the easiest cards in the world to shuffle, but this is what I already had. At some point, I will go and pick up another deck of cards, maybe like the next time I'm at the thrift store or something. Incidentally, that's where these came from. They were part of a bag of games in, you know, how they have the wall of bagged items, and that's bagged, B-A-G-G-E-D, not bad, B-A-D. And these were in one of the bags. I didn't buy it for these, but they kind of came with it. Okay, so let's start dealing and see which card we play this week. Just keep going past all the numbered cards. Jack of Clubs. Okay, so these are in bridge order. So clubs is the last suit, and we've got Sir Lancelot. So there are 10 that we haven't covered so far. But let's roll 2d6 and let's see which one it says we need to scratch. Okay, number 11. So that's going to put us back here at number 1. Get out my little scratch tool here that I finally acquired. And it's going to be $3 this week. Okay, let's get this cleaned off. And I might do one more. So I'm going to take out $3. Okay. And I will just continue dealing. In fact, I'm just going to cut these and deal from the middle of the deck. Oh, the Queen of Spades. Okay. So the Queen of Spades is early. That's Dirty Dora. If you've ever played the game of Hearts, you know we don't like her very much. And there's only 7 left on here, so I'm just going to roll 1 of the D12 or the D6 dice. And we got number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right down here. So that's going to be $7 or $4. So it's a total of $7. Okay. This thing scratches so much better than a quarter. I'm so glad I got it. So I'm going to put a 1 back and grab a 5, and we'll put $7 into the 12 face cards. So put these in the back. Get out the binder here. All the way to the back to number 12. As I always do, I will condense at the end of the video. So back to the beginning, we already played number 1 for Loteria. Now let's play Sust. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, we've got a brand new card this week. All right. So we set these to the side, set the binder down, and let's see what this says. I'm just looking for a marker here. There we go. All right. What would I be most surprised about my friends not knowing? A, what my favorite restaurant is, B, what my middle name is, or C, what my biggest fear is. If they didn't know my middle name, that wouldn't be that surprising. I don't use my middle name, so I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't know it. Biggest fear? I mean, I feel like that's kind of subjective. It's not something that I spend a lot of times talking about. It's snakes, by the way. But I think it is what my favorite restaurant is. If they didn't know where I like to eat, that would surprise me. All right, so I'm going to check that, and we'll save $2, and we'll do one more. What would I most like to get into? A, nail art, B, fossil hunting, or C, card collecting? Oh, well, none of these. I'm not really all that interested in nail art. It's just not my thing. Fossil hunting, a lot of time outdoors, usually in the heat, no. But card collecting, you end up with a lot of stuff, and I don't want more stuff. So I guess it's going to be fossil hunting of the 3. It's not something that I would pick, but that's the least offensive, I think. All right, so $3 for option B, so I'm going to take the 2 back, and we'll put in a 5 this week. And then next up is a brand new game. So let me put this away. What am I doing here? There we go. And this is called the Name Game. And I found this game at a thrift store. And what it is it gives you several clues starting from the most obscure to the most obvious. And then you're trying to guess the name of a famous person. So I need to figure out how I'm going to do this here because I don't want to reveal all the answers either to you or to me. So I'm going to co-opt this placeholder here from the 12 Days of Christmas Challenge. And I am going to take one out of the front and we'll place it face down like this. Turn it over. So the most obscure clues are at the bottom. And the way that I'm playing this is I'm saving $1 for every clue that it takes me. So if it takes me all 4 or 5 clues, then that's going to be $4 or $5. But if I get it on the first clue, I only have to save $1. So let's see what the first clue is. It is ears. Somebody known for their ears. Gosh, it could be anybody, couldn't it? I think I'm just going to take another clue rather than make a guess here. Vulcan. Okay, so I'm going to say it's Mr. Spock. And I guess this can be a fictional character as well as a real person. Captain James T. Kirk, Mr. Spock. Oh dear. Okay, so it's not Mr. Spock because that's one of the clues. Here's Vulcan. It's Star Trek. Okay, so it can also be a movie or a TV show, I guess. Star Trek is one of the clues. Oh dear. So now I don't know what to guess. I mean, it could be just about anything. I have no guess. Leonard Nimoy. Oh dear, of course. It was the actor, not the character. Okay, well, I took all 5 clues and I still didn't guess it, so I'm going to say that's going to cost me $10. Because if I'd gotten it on the 5th clue, I would have saved 5. So I'm going to do another one because I have to redeem myself after that. That was really shameful. Okay, so like this, and then we'll flip it over. And the first clue is Jackie Kennedy. Okay. It could be like Aristotle Onassis. That's a pretty obscure person. Let's see. President. I mean, it wouldn't be JFK because Jackie Kennedy would be a giveaway clue then, wouldn't it? Marilyn Monroe. Maybe it is JFK. Lee Harvey Oswald. Yeah. Assassinated. JFK. Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, the most obscure clue is supposed to be at the bottom, but I feel like that was kind of a dead giveaway. So I'm going to say I got it after the second guess. And I'm going to save $2 more for that one. So not the most robust game, maybe, but I paid only $3 for it at the thrift store, and there's lots in here, so there's lots to do. Okay, so that is going to go into the envelope for this game for this week. I don't need this anymore, so I'll put it back with the other from that challenge. So envelope number 3 is starting strong with $12. And now let's play some Dicetropolis. I will take this out and the cards, and I will get out all the dice. Oops, got a Dicetropolis 2 card in there. And we'll see which one we play for this week. All right, I've got all the Dicetropolis cards, and I've got my dry erase marker, and I've got a D12 to tell us which game we're going to play. So let's give it a roll here. And we've got number 5. Game number 5 is Keno. So we haven't played this in a while, so let me read the rules real quick. Select one number for each color die, indicating your choices by circling or placing a marker or token on one die in each row. Decide how much you will save for a hit and how much you will save for a miss. Roll all 6 dice. For each die whose value matches your selection, record a hit for that row. Any other value is a miss. Play as many rounds as you wish, keeping tally of hit and miss results for each game. When you have finished playing, total the value for each row and save that amount. So we're only going to do one round here, and I am going to say that a hit will save 5, a miss will save 1, and I am going to do a straight diagonal here. So we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So red 1, orange 2, you get the idea. So let me get out the colored dice here. Oops. Take the rag out of there. And let's give them a roll and see how we do. Okay. So right off the bat, I see 2 hits. Oh, goodness. All right, so red is a hit. So that's $5. Orange is a 6, so that's a miss, so that's $1. Yellow is a 4, that's a miss, that's $1. Green is a 5, that's a miss, that's $1. Blue is a 2, that's a miss, that's $1. And purple is a 6, that's a hit, that's $5. So for Keno this week, we're saving 12, or 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So $14, 10, 12, 14. I'm just going to clear the card real quick. And kind of reset the cards here. So, yep. All right, so those go to the back. This goes back into the envelope as the dashboard with all of this. Set these aside for just a sec here. Okay, and then up next is going to be Dicetropolis 2. So I'm going to take out this dashboard because it's got game 1 on the back. Take out the Dicetropolis 2 cards. There we go. Give it a roll. And we've got number 11. So number 11 is Twin Peaks. Let me swap out the rainbow dice from Dicetropolis 1. And we'll get out the purple D4 dice for Dicetropolis 2. I only need 2 of them for this game, though. Okay, so Twin Peaks, the rules are roll 2 D4 dice. The object is to make a pair or doubles. Each roll costs $1. Continue rolling until you have a pair, then save $1 for each roll. Low budget, once a pair is made, save the amount shown on either die. So let's give them a roll, and let's see how many rolls it takes to get a pair. Okay, so we've got a 2 and a 4. I should switch these. There we go. Well, now you've got glare, but at least the place we're working on is outside the ring. A 1 and a 3. And a 1 and a 1. So that took 2 rolls, so we're going to save $2. And I'm going to play again. Okay, we've got a 2 and a 1. And a 4 and a 4. Okay, so we're going to save $1 for that game. Okay, a 2 and a 4. And a 1 and a 1. So we've got 1 roll for that. Put a 1 back. Take a 2. A 2 and a 1. A 4 and a 4. I should probably be counting the roll with the made pair, but I'm not. At least not this week. So put the 2s back, grab a 5, and I'm going to play one more time. Finish the card. A 2 and a 4. A 4 and a 3. A 4 and a 1. Ooh, best game so far. A 2 and a 1. A 1 and a 3. A 2 and a 3. And a 4 and a 4. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to save $6. So I'm going to take another 5 and 1. And that'll be it for Twin Peaks for this week. So I'm going to clean off the card here. Again, dry erase just wipes right off. And I want my dashboard back. There we go. Okay. Those go to the back. Get out the binder here. And Dicetropolis 2 is envelope 5. All right, next up, oops, I've got the dashboard upside down. Next up will be Dicequarium. This is the brand new set of savings challenges. Dicetropolis, Dicetropolis 2, and Dicequarium are all available in my Etsy shop. They come on these nice glossy cards, so you can use dry erase and it wipes right off. In Dicequarium, there are 8 games instead of 12, so I need a D8, which I did not take out. So I'm just going to grab one out of here real quick. There's an 8. Let's give it a roll and see which game we're playing this week. Okay, we've got number 8, so that is Swim Lanes, and we just played this last week, so I'm going to roll again. And we got 2. So 2 is Crab Craps. So let's give that a play here. I think we might have played this one too, but let's see. So it says roll 2d6 dice, tallying the number of rolls as you go. Continue rolling until a craps of 2, 3, 7, 11, or 12 is rolled. Crap out on a 7, save $1 per roll. Crap out on a 2, 3, 11, or 12, save $2 per roll. Roll a 2, 3, 7, 11, or 12 on the first roll, save $5. All right, so let's put away the D4s from Dicetropolis 2, and we'll get out the aqua-colored D6s. We only need 2 of them. Give it a roll, and we've got 8, so we're safe here. I'm going to swap these positions again. Okay. A 5. A 4. And we've got 3. So we have crapped out. Crap out on a 2, 3, 11, or 12, save $2 per roll. So yes. So 3 times 2, we're going to save $6 for this game. And I think that's all we're going to do for Dicequarium this week. Just because I've got the 12 Days of Christmas coming up, and those can be big numbers. So we'll set this game aside. Oops, I need the dashboard. And we'll save $6. Envelope number 6. All right, now it's time for Fruit Machine. So I'm going to take this one out here, just the pre-printed one. This one is also new. It was part of the July release, so if you'd like this, it's available on my Etsy shop, and it comes with 3 custom dice. And you get this card here, and you also get one that's got blanks on it. So if you want to fill in your own amounts, you can do that. But I am going to use the default rules. We'll get out the 3 dice and the tray. And let's see how we do here. Okay, so we've got a diamond, a plum, and an orange. And I'm going to be a little more conservative, and I'm going to go for the plums. Got 3 more rolls to do it. A cherry and a diamond. So I'm going to swap the plum for a cherry. Another cherry. And I've got 1 more roll left. And we got 3 cherries. How about that? Okay, so my conservative strategy ended up costing me $8. So that's what I'm going to save this week. And I will just take that straight out here. I'm tempted to play one more time. Yeah, I'm going to go one more time. Wish me luck. All right, let's see how we do in round number 2. So we've got a diamond, a watermelon, and a cherry. So I'm going to do the cherries again. A plum and an orange. A watermelon and an orange. This is the last roll. And another cherry and a plum. So we've got 2 cherries. So 2 cherries plus any third symbol is $3. So I am going to put a 2 and a 1 back and take out another 5. And that will be it for the fruit machine for this week. So let me put the dice away. Give the game card a quick clean. You don't have to circle these, but you can if you want. The main reason these are printed on glossy paper is so that if you decide that you want to do the one that's the make your own, you can change the amounts later if you so desire. Oops, got that D8 still hanging out there. But for now, let's go to envelope number 7. Put in the $10 and the dashboard / game card. And Quicks is going to be up next. We'll just get set up for Quicks here. I'm going to take out the 2 white dice and the 1 green die. Probably just going to do 1 row this week. Hopefully it's not too punishing. Having said that, I'll probably get all the way across. I don't think I've even set an amount for what I'm going to do if I get all the way across. So let's swap these and let's get to rolling. Oops, threw that one right out. All right, so we've got a 1, a 2, and a 4. So I am definitely taking the 3. I think I'm going to take the 5 also. Roll them again. A 1, a 2, and a 5. So we've got 3, 6, and 7. So I'm going to take the 6. We'll leave the 7. Glad I didn't take the 6 last time. Higher numbers. 2, 3, and 4. So we've got 5, 6, and 7. So the only thing we can do is take a 7. Come on, need some 5s and 6s here. We're going to be eating a lot of points. Okay, that's better. So we've got 8 and we've got 11. So I'm going to take both of those. 7, 8, and 5. So we are done. I shouldn't have taken the 8 on the last roll. And I thought about it as soon as I crossed it off. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. All right, so let's count up the points here. So we've got 12, 22, 31, 35, 37, and 3 plus 7 is 10. Youch. Okay, so definitely only doing 1 game this week. Quicks hit me hard. And like I say, if this is your first time watching, or if you're not that familiar with Quicks and how I play it as a savings challenge game, I explained it in many other videos. So go back and watch one of those, maybe from about, anytime from June 2025 or before, and it'll have the explanation of how I play Quicks. All right, so we need $10, so that's going to finish off the 5s here. Let me get out the binder. We'll put these away along with the scorecard. Up next is going to be Dicefecta. And based on how much I've got left, I think I'm just going to do 1 game of Dicefecta this week. So I'm probably going to play just like D8 Dicefecta. Oh, and sorry, number 9 is Tucano. I moved Dicefecta to number 10. So let's get out the Tucano cards and let's do that instead. Okay, so Tucano I will explain because this is still a relatively new game. So you deal cards in 6 positions, and then you save based on what the card says its worth is for that position. If that doesn't make sense, just bear with me and it will. I hope, because usually I'm the one who screws up on the addition here. I need some kind of like a scorecard so that I can just keep things clear. Okay, so give them a shuffle and a cut, and we'll start dealing. All right, so there's 1. So that one is, I think we swap position 1 and 6. 1, 2, ooh, that's a good one. 3, 4, got 2 of those. 5, and 6. All right, so the gift, I forget what that means. I think it means deal an extra card. I had to make up all these rules on my own because I'm playing this totally different from how this game is actually played. Toucan with gift, 1 extra card. Okay. So, we'll set that to the side. Oh my goodness, a third one of those. And we'll deal 2 for that spot. Okay. So now we need to swap the first and the last. And I'm going to do that with the last one that was dealt for that spot. So we'll do this. And now, so that takes care of this toucan. So now we'll add up the totals here. So let's see. So spot 1 is 0. Spot 2, I can't tell if that's, well, we're going to say, oh, I see, it's stacked here. So -8, so we're already at -8. Spot 3 is 9, so +1. So 0, -8, +9 is +1. Okay, spot 4, 12. Spot 5, 20. Spot 6, blank. So we've got 21, and I'm going to do this as 2 + 1 is 3, because I don't have $21 to put into this game this week, but I do have 3. So I will take out $3, and that will be it for Tucano for this week. You know, I play tested this several times before bringing it to game night, and I still get a little thrown, especially when the toucan cards come up, because those have special plays to them. So just going to give these one quick shuffle. Okay, and we'll put this deck away. Tucano is commercially available, specialty game stores where I found it, so you probably need to go to one of those or to the internet to find it. So $3 is going into envelope number 9, and then we'll play Dice Fecta, and we will play 1 round with V8. Oops, I put that in the wrong envelope. Thank you for telling me. I heard you shouting. All right, so Dice Fecta is next. And I think I got out the Dice Fecta dice. I sure did. So let me get out the D8 from this bag. That will be the purple. And I need my trusty dry erase marker again. There we go. And I am going to play card A from the D8. So let's give it a roll and see how we do. All right, we've got 3s. 8. 7. 2. 7 again. 6. Goodness, everybody's on. 6 again. 4. Dice Fecta. All right, so our Dice Fecta number is 13, or we can save $1 for every number that we've marked off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or the last number rolled. And I am going to do the last number rolled just because we're dwindling in money, and I do want to play the 12 face cards this week. So I'm going to save the $4 for the last number rolled. So that's it. So we've only got ones left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $8. So that's a decent amount. There are numbers bigger than 8 in the 12 days of Christmas, but there aren't all that many of them. So hopefully I won't go too far over. All right. So this goes back into Dice Fecta. Whoops, wrong way around. This goes up here. This comes into the envelope. Okay, Dice Fecta. Now we're on to the 12 days of Christmas. And this one is also available in my Etsy shop. It is a A6 sized savings challenge. 1 card for each of the 12 days of Christmas. So let's roll the D12 and see which card we're scratching today. Number 4. I think that one might be done. It is. All right. So 1, 3, and 4 are done. Got 4 again. I'm going to say that's 11. So 11 is the Piper's Piping, and we've already done 2 of them, but let's roll the D12. And we've got number 3, 1, 2, 3, so we're going to go right here. Be fantastic if it was an 8. 7. Oh, you know what that means. I get to go again. I think having this scratch tool instead of using a quarter has made me more of a scratch completionist. It is such a better tool. It scratches so much cleaner than just using a coin. All right. So let's get out 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. $1 left. So probably we're going over this week, but that's okay. I put the money from game night into my Roth IRA, and I am almost fully funded. So this is going to be a bigger week anyway. So whatever I contribute here, I'll just deduct from the total amount from that I have left to go on my Roth IRA, and everything else will be on Wednesday for the life of a creator. So let's do another D12 roll. Okay, we're going to number 2, and I haven't scratched anything on number 2 yet, and I know these numbers are higher because it's an earlier number, and there's only 2 of them. So eeny, meeny, miny, mo, we're going to the right here. And that is going to be another 7. Okay, so I am over by $6, which is fine. So there's 1, and let me get out another 1 and a 5 somewhere. There we go. Okay, so I've got $423 left to go in my Roth IRA. Since I'm over by $6, I will be putting, let's see, 106 from 423 is 317. Yeah, $317 into the life of a creator. So be sure you come back on Wednesday for that. And yeah, blah, 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 Drew. I forgot to not only put the money in the envelope, but to go back and condense. So I'm going to do that right now. So let me set these to the side, and I will put all of this into that envelope. And normally I don't show this part because I just do it, in between takes. But this week I will show you how I get set up to do the condensing. So all of this goes in. I'm going to throw the clip back on number 12. This is kind of just where it lives now. I'm tempted to retire the clip for a while, just because we're always getting through the book now each week. And now it doesn't even want to go on, probably because I talked bad about it. All right, there we go. So I'll set this to the side along with all of these. Go up here. Then I just put all of the cash back in the tray. And of course, this is play money. As I've explained several times, I don't use real cash for game night just because it is going either to my Roth IRA or to a high yield savings account or something like that. I don't want that much cash in my house. And I also want to be earning interest. And in the case of the Roth IRA, I have to transfer it from my checking account directly to the brokerage. So there's no point in bringing all that cash home just to do the games and then having to take it right back to the bank so that it can be transferred to my brokerage. So, all right, now we are all set up to do a condensing. So let me get the binder back out, and let's see what we can do here to thin out some of these envelopes. So starting in number 1, which is Loteria, we have 100, 200, 50, 60, 71. So all I can do here is swap out 2 10s for a 20. But it's something. It's progress. Okay, envelope number 2, sussed, has 50, 70, 90, 95, 102. So I am going to put back all of this business, take out a 100, and I may swap this for another Barracuda placeholder. I didn't get them out, obviously, before I started this, so I may do that later. All right, envelope number 3, we just started that. It's got $12 in it. It's fully condensed. Dicetropolis has 100, 200, 50, 70, 90, 300, 5, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. 50, 70, 90, 95, 97, 99, 101. So I need a 1 back and 100. And then all this goes down. So we should still have 318. Let's make sure we do. So 200, 300, 10, 15, 17, 18. Yep, okay. Dicetropolis 2 has a mess. 20, 45, 51, 2. Okay, so 52. And then all of this can go down. Dicequarium has 10, 15, 17. So all we can do is swap out 2 1s for a 2. Then Fruit Machine has 20, 31. So 2 5s for a 10. It's a potent little saver. I've only been doing this for a couple of weeks, so off to a great start. Quicks has 100, 200, 300, 10, 15, 25, 27, 29. So I'm going to take a 10 and 2 5s and swap those for a 20. Okay. And Quicks is one of my favorites. I wish that I could take credit for inventing the whole thing, but I just repurposed it from what was commercially available. Tucano has 20, 42, 3, so nothing we can do there. Another one that is fast off the mark. Dicefecta has 100, 5, 7, 9, 11. So I'm going to take the 5 and all the 2s and get a 10 and a 1. 111, which is also my birthday, January 11th, 111. Okay, envelope number 11 has 100. Oh my goodness. Oh, it got all the ones. 50, 70, 90, 5, 100, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so 2 and a 1. This gets a 10. So we've got the 13, and this should be 100, and it is. 50, 70, 95, 100. So we'll get another 100 out. And like I say, I'll probably swap this for another Barracuda. So we're at 213 still. Last but not least, number 12, the 12 face cards, has 100, 200, 20, 5, 32. Take 2 5s, grab a 10, and now everything is fully condensed. All right. So as I was saying earlier, I'm not sure how much of that babbling I'm going to keep in and where I'm going to cut it off. But, oh, I forgot to put the clip back on again. I will be back Wednesday for the Life of a Creator Savings Challenge book. I was going to start the sticker savings, color by sticker savings, but I think I'm going to put that off one more week just because I want to get the Roth IRA fully funded, and I'm nearly there. I have $423 left to go, but I need to take out 106 from that from game night, so it'll be $317 going into the life of a creator. So come back on Wednesday for that. And then that will be my Roth IRA fully funded for 2025. So a big milestone, my third of four goals that I set for myself for 2025. And then I will be back on Friday for my weekly budget update, and then right back here again next Monday for another game night. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below so that I know you were here. Subscribe if you're new, and until I see you in the next one, take care.